Magic Kingdom today. Today's July 29th, deep into summer. The summer crowds are doing their thing. We're gonna have a great time. And I am gonna try Disney's new Lightning Lane multi-pass and single pass system today for the first time. And the reason I'm trying it today for the first time is because there are a few key differences this system to the old system. But one, the most prominent and important and biggest change is that now you can book Lightning Lanes in advance. So I wanted to try that. I booked these 3 days ago, competing against resort guests who can book 7 days in advance. So this is kind of more of a test of the real system and what it's really going to be like on a day-to-day basis. I'm gonna see if they drop more times than what was available when I booked 3 days ago, like day of. I'm also gonna try a virtual queue, which actually is right now we're being called for. So the whole waking up at 7 a.m. the day of thing is not gone if you want a virtual queue. And there are still several rides at Walt Disney World that you cannot ride without either a virtual queue, a multi-pass Lightning Lane, or a single pass Lightning Lane. I'll explain everything along the way, but let's go to our first virtual queue of the day. I'll tell you what, it took like 45 minutes today to get from the Ticket and Transportation Center to here at the front of Magic Kingdom. And on days like that, it's like by the time you get here, you've been through the ringer. But then when you hear the music and see the train station and see the big Mickey flowers, it all just melts away. Let's see what we can do today. There are 2 rides at Magic Kingdom that use a virtual queue, and they are Tron Light Cycle Run and Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It's definitely a crowded morning today. Wow. All right, let's get there. Well, first let me just lay down some basics really quick. Genie Plus, the system before this, the Fast Pass type system, is gone. Genie Plus is gone. Fast Pass, long gone. The new system is called Lightning Lane Multi-Pass, but there's actually 3 ways you can use it and 4 ways you can ride rides. 1, the Lightning Lane Multi-Pass, which you pay for the day, and then you can book 3 in advance, 3 days in advance for regular guests, and 7 days in advance for resort guests. 2, a single pass Lightning Lane, where you just pay one price for one ride, and the prices vary by day and by ride. 3, a virtual queue, which is free, but you need to be on the button at 7 a.m., like 6:59, refreshing and refreshing to grab it. They usually have another drop at 1 p.m., so you may get something then, but it may be much later in the afternoon. And then 4, of course, you can just ride in the standby line, wait in the standby line. Now, for Magic Kingdom, obviously, ideally, it would be best to use the multi-pass Lightning Lane for Tiana's Bayou Adventure and a virtual queue for Tron. But because resort guests can book 7 days in advance, Tiana's is booked and gone for days in advance. It was gone. So I used a single pass Lightning Lane for Tron, which is very expensive. But I did get a virtual queue for Tiana, and we'll see if they do any drops. Like, they may drop more Lightning Lane times throughout the day. They used to do that with the old system. So we have to hustle to Tiana though, because my boarding group was called like immediately. And that's the thing about boarding groups, you cannot choose the time. It's time, let's go. And if it sounds complicated, it sort of is, but it's also pretty simple and straightforward. And I think as we use it throughout the day, it'll become more clear and straightforward. Hi, Haunted Mansion. Another big change is that out of the 3 that you can pick in advance, the rides have been divided into tiers. So you can pick 1 tier 1 ride and then 2 tier 2 rides, right? And the tier 1 rides are the big ones like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Space Mountain, Jungle Cruise, the rides that tend to have, you know, very, very popular. And those rides will get taken by resort guests first, obviously, and then the 3-day guests will have second dibs. But like I said, maybe they'll do day of drops, maybe. We will see. But the first thing we have for the morning is Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and we're about to get completely soaked. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for this, but ready or not, here we go. Another important note is that right now, the only way to ride Tron or Tiana's is by virtual queue or a Lightning Lane. There are no standby lines for these 2 attractions right now. Hopefully that changes, because that really stinks. Not ideal. Okay, let's see.
There's tickets at Magic Bands as you approach the touch.
Another very important thing to note is that you may get wet, but the line for virtual queue will be longer than the line for a Lightning Lane. So a Lightning Lane is definitely the faster way, and it's also the paid way, so, you know. Guests outside of the US have also had issues booking in advance, so they may have to wait until they're in the US to book, which is a huge problem with the system. So I'm in, but now we still have a big line in front of us. Last time I'd say we waited at least half an hour in the virtual queue line, so we'll see.
Y'all should parade on over to Deanna's Bayou General Pet.
It's been about 30 minutes so far, and we're about to go to the inside portion of the queue, so there's still a bit more to go. We're getting closer and closer to the 50-foot plunge. This is the Lightning Lane multi-pass line. There's no single pass for this ride, just multi-pass or virtual queue, that's it. It's been about 40 minutes and we're about to go into the air-conditioned part of the queue. Hot pepper storage. Alright, it's been 50 minutes, 5-0, and we're almost boarding. That pumpkin patch. Oh, such nice views too. A log traffic jam.
If you're looking for musicians, you don't have far to go. Tell the people never told you so.
Zydeco band she found can play. Hallelujah!
I would love for y'all to play at my party tonight.
This around my band can jam.
Are they like not moving? I think see Anna. I don't know.
Tiana, you were right. The Flyers got it.
I'm asking all of them to play at the party, but we've got to keep searching high and low.
Oh look, and he go on the log.
I'm to make me and to get tiny.
Oh yeah. I love this guy. He's my favorite.
Get your head again, cause the bigger you are, the bigger the splash you'll make in the party.
Well, definitely got a lot less splash in the back row than in the front row, so good to know.
Be what it is without you. Bye.
The virtual queue, it took about 55 minutes to get on, so nearly an hour. It's not really like a fast track, fast pass type of thing like the Lightning Lane is. It's more like just a virtual queue to get a spot to wait in the standby line. But right now there is no standby line for that ride. And it took so long that it's already time for my very first actual Lightning Lane multi-pass of the day. Once I scan in for that, I should be able to get another. So we'll see what's left. For my Tier 1 ride, I chose Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. So now I'm getting into the Lightning Lane line. All right, that was quick, scanned in.
Cause this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
Somebody was losing their mind on that, having a fun time. Good for them. Maybe a first time rider, I don't know. But always fun. One of the things I didn't like about Genie Plus, and I know others didn't like as well, was that you kind of have to be on your phone. It's not all day. It's just like as you check into one ride, you grab another ride. As you check into one ride, you grab another ride. And sometimes you're on like refreshing and modifying and trying to get better times and stuff like that. So I thought surely with this new system, it might alleviate some of that. You don't really have to be fussing on your phone so much because you've selected your 3 Lightning Lanes in advance. But obviously people want to ride more than 3 rides, especially for the price, which is different every day and different for every park. So like $20, $30 for the day, whatever, that you paid for the multi-pass, you're gonna want as many Lightning Lanes as you can get. So I checked into the line, I grabbed another Lightning Lane, I got Space Mountain. It was at a time exactly the same time as Tron, so it did let me overlap, which was weird. But then I was able to use the modify feature to kind of refresh and check, and then I got a time slot right before Tron. So that is good. It does kind of gamify it, which is cool in a way, but also like not the ideal way to spend my day at a theme park personally. So we'll keep going and see what we can do. So far though, 2 major top tier rides. First thing in the day, one after the other, not bad. On a related but unrelated note, it was so hot standing in the Tiana's line that I felt like my eyeballs were sweating. Is that even possible? Anyway, onward. As I now know that I have 4 more rides stacked up for the afternoon to go, and that I can keep grabbing more each time I check in, I'm starting to feel a little more relaxed, like it's a very nice feeling easing into the day. I don't know, maybe the system's okay? Maybe. Yeah. How cute. And when there are gaps between your Lightning Lanes, which so far I do not have, you could do things like Country Bear Musical Jamboree, Tiki Room, Carousel of Progress, tons of things. Even the riverboat, the train. I do think taking time to enjoy things, leaving room for spontaneity is so important, and those can be some of the most magical moments. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. I even got a chance to take a nice photo in front of Cinderella Castle, basically by myself, so that was nice. You gotta get a castle pic at Magic Kingdom. I don't make the rules. The statues still interact, that's cool. All right, we're going into Tomorrowland. It's time to head into the future that never was. As the music changes, super cool. Let's go to tomorrow. I think I might need an iced coffee though. I love views like this. So pretty. That transition. I am gonna have a quick stop at the Joffrey's Revive in Tomorrowland to get an iced coffee. They also have some great snacks here. Iced vanilla latte, my favorite, go-to. It's so nice, cools you off. Alright, so it's time for our next Lightning Lane. Once I check in for that with my Magic Band, I can grab another. There's not a ton left to choose from, but that's what we can do. Alright, I'm gulping this down. Let's make our way over to Buzz Lightyear. Right here are 2 favorites that you can ride that do not require Lightning Lanes. In fact, there are no Lightning Lanes for them. The Carousel of Progress and the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. The standby line for our Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin says 30 minutes, but it sure looks brutal out in the sun like that. Like, they've added a few umbrellas, but it's over there and it is brutal. So if anyone in your party enjoys this ride, it's worth using a Tier 2 Lightning Lane for. Oh my gosh, the cool darkness in here feels amazing. Oh, this is kind of cool. Have this to myself for a moment. I don't think we're gonna get to see Buzz though from this line. You don't get to see Buzz from the Lightning Lane line, but I just can see him from here, so. All right, we're gonna board. This was basically a walk-on, amazing. So much better, better odds. Woo! Two. All right, I'm doing much better on this side, weirdly, so. Oh yeah, I got that. Emergency escape hatch. Not amazing, but also I'm filming, so cut me some slack. I think I got him. Come on. And that's it. Well, Buzz!
Status board and review your score. And remember, to infinity and
beyond. And of course, you gotta get your ride photo. And buying multi-pass photo, like the photo package comes with it, ride photos come with it. Stitch is out doing a meet and greet. His line is closed though. As I walked up, they said he'll be back at 2:30. He's so cute! As I checked in to ride Buzz Lightyear, I could have grabbed another Lightning Lane in that moment, but it was so fast that I didn't get to, so I'm going to now. Let's see what's available. So at 1 p.m., new virtual queues drop, and those were gone instantly also. Tomorrowland Speedway, maybe we'll do Tomorrowland Speedway. That's pretty much all that's left in a space that's like, it's near where I'm gonna be anyway. All right, so 1:33. So what I'll do is I'll grab it. What I can now do is try to modify. We go to modify selection and see what else we can get. Can we move us up at all? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It's worth looking. It's only 5 minutes later available, so. Or you can pick a new experience. You can also park hop. If I was gonna park hop right now, I could grab something at like Epcot or Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, whatever. I could get a park hopper Lightning Lane from now forward. So right now, Tomorrowland Speedway is a 10-minute wait. You don't really need a Lightning Lane for it, but if you can grab one, I guess, why not, right? Rides like Teacups also usually have 5-10 minute wait. You don't need to use a Lightning Lane for them, but if you have more to grab, it doesn't hurt if there's nothing else you want, Obviously there's gonna be more demand for the Tier 1 rides than the Tier 2, but it's very interesting. And there was like no chance for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. No single pass Lightning Lanes available. There's no virtual queue on this, and the standby line for this tends to be like the longest in the park. If I could have gotten a single pass Lightning Lane for it, I think I would have, but it just wasn't available. They're not available for days. Days. So it is nice when you do get the Lightning Lane, multi-pass or single pass for the ride you want. It's a great feeling. But when you can't get it, it stinks. There's always good old standby wait. It's just gonna be a lot longer, and not every ride even allows it. It's crazy to me that at Disney World, there are rides that you cannot wait in the standby line, even if you want to, even if you're like, I don't care if it's 2 hours, please let me. You cannot. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Tron, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. It's so pretty over here, be our guest. Next up, I have a Lightning Lane multi-pass for Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid, which is very nice because this is a really beautiful dark ride, but the line can get really long. Hi, Ariel. She's so pretty. I love the music. All right, so we're breaking off from the standby line, which is over there. My eyes have to adjust. Whew. Wow, I am like getting right on, like basically walking on. That's amazing. All right, we're hopping right into a clamshell here. So here we're going like sunken under the boat, under the shipwreck, under the sea.
That's what this story's all about.
All right, we're going under the sea. Bloop, 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 bloop. Here's Ariel. The animatronics in this ride are so pretty. What I really like about them is they look like the cartoon, you know? Her mouth kind of isn't moving though, but close enough. I feel like these are freshened up, like all of the projections. They look so good. It's so pretty. I love the way she's dancing. That's a really cool effect they did. Fun!
We sent her to Ursula. Yes.
Ursula. She's the best animatronic. Look at all her tentacles.
What's this? You've come to a stop.
Oh!
Maybe it's that sea witch. Listen to me. Stay seated in your cloud shell while I get to the portable piece.
See, inside the crystal ball and everything, her movements are so fluid. She's just so beautiful and cool. Oh, this is the best part.
I bring good news. Your cloud shells will begin moving immediately. Stay in your seats now.
It's like the eyes in Haunted Mansion. So pretty, this scene. So pretty. Ariel's got her voice back and Ursula's defeated. I love it. Yay, final scene. There's something about triumphing over evil. It's just quintessential Disney stories. And there are rays. That is very much a classic Disney dark ride. It tells the story of a classic Disney film from beginning to end. Beautiful animatronics, music from the film, scary part, good triumphing over evil and all of that. A lot of the classic Disney stories come from folk tales and fairy tales and things like that, and translated into like Disney-fied into Disney films that are just beautiful classics. So I love it. Back into the heat of the day. As soon as I checked in, I was eligible to grab another lightning lane, but it was so fast. It was like immediately walk on. So let's see what I can book now. Everything is like for much later in the afternoon now, which is still fine. If you're spending a full day here, you can keep on kind of stacking into the afternoon, just one at a time only. I do want a snack soon, but let's do it. And now I'm like stacked up for the afternoon. Dumbo, right now, let's go do it. And that is actually perfect because Storybook Circus is right in front of me, just mere steps away, and there's Dumbo right there. So this works really well. They have this fun game you can play here, the Smellephants on Parade. I made a whole video about it if you want to see the whole entire thing, but it's a really cute, fun, free activity. And I can already smell this Smellephant. So it's a fun game to play. You put the stickers in the spots and everything. Very cute. Now there's only a 10-minute wait for Dumbo, but 10 seconds is better than 10 minutes, and it looks like I'm gonna walk right on. All right, here we go. Elephant. Old-fashioned seatbelt for this one. All secure. So this is another one where you can control your movements, like in Buzz Lightyear, you can control your spinning. This you can control how high you go. With the magic lever. We go all the way up. We go up, up, up. Nice. The views are so nice. Wow. Ah, I'm as high as I can go. This thing is just open, so be careful. Amazing views, a classic ride. What was that? Had a good mix of long rides and short rides today too. Like Tiana's and Big Thunder Mountain are really long. Dumbo, very short, but very cute. There wasn't a ton to choose from for next, but there were some options. You could definitely keep grabbing lightning lanes, but you could also use the times in between to like meet characters. There's a really amazing character meet and greet in Storybook Circus, one of my favorites. But I think I'm gonna grab a snack because I'm getting pretty hungry. So I went ahead and placed a mobile order for one of my favorite snacks in the park, and that is a flatbread from Pinocchio Village House. And thank goodness I did a mobile order because the standby or regular line is really long. It's got gorgeous Pinocchio theming, Stromboli and puppets everywhere. And in certain spots that you sit, you can watch It's a Small World. Oh, my order's ready, woo! Flatbread. Not much of a cheese pull there, but you know, whatever. Will do. Does the trick, you know? so packed in here. It's crazy. I had to walk around with my tray for like 5 minutes to find a seat. It was, anyway, just glad I had my phone. That was really tasty. I love a flatbread. It's just simple and good. Also, I love from Pinocchio Village House is to get a Caesar salad, sometimes with chicken, sometimes without. It's just like a nice snack. I don't know. It's good. And we've still got quite a few more lightning lanes to go, and I can see more available into the evening. What I would recommend doing if you're staying for like a full day is book like a sit-down dining at like Skipper Canteen or something. I can see it's available, and keep booking lightning lanes into the evening. And then during fireworks, like maybe right at the end or right at the beginning or after, the lines tend to go down like a lot, so you can hit those rides that have the really long lines like Jungle Cruise and even Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and things like that. The lines will go down significantly after fireworks, people start to leave. Even during, if you don't mind missing some of it, or riding during them is cool too, because like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, if you can time it right, which is hard, it's easier on Big Thunder, you can time it so that you're riding and you see the fireworks, which is super cool. But we still have quite a bit to go, so let's keep on. I definitely noticed that the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh goes quick too. That's a really popular one, so if you want that one, book it early in the day. Next up, I've got Tomorrowland Speedway, which you really don't need a lightning lane for because it's a 5-minute wait. It's 5 minutes standby, but it's pretty much almost a walk on with lightning lane. Almost, yeah, we're like walking right on. All right, that's cool. All right, here we go. Oh, it's hot. Another old-fashioned seatbelt. Come on. You can only go as fast as the people in front of you allow. I like the view of Tron. What side am I sitting on here? I'm sitting like in the middle. View of Tron you get from here. And we're gonna ride it today. Woo, oh, did you see it? Did you see it? Nice view of Cinderella Castle there. You get to see Tron and Space Mountain. Got a pile up in front of me. Now we get to sit and bake in the sun for a bit. Whee! Normally on hot days, there's mist coming out from underneath this spaceship that everyone says is from the film Flight of the Navigator, which I love, but Disney people have said it's not, so it's one of those like urban legend Disney things. But anyway, there's no mist on today, but that's okay because we've got a metallic palm tree to stand under. And I've got Space Mountain next. So the Tomorrowland Speedway, very weird ride, very weird, but whatever. Kind of old school feeling, kind of weird, but Space Mountain, a classic. Let's go ride. Palm tree. It also, oh, did you hear that? Not the beeping, the thunder. It also looks like there's going to be maybe a summer afternoon storm, but thankfully indoor rides should be okay. Oh gosh, the standby line is all the way back here.
Motion sickness or other rocket to participate in this launch. Thank you.
Oh wow.
Enjoy your trip.
Yeah. Having a lightning lane for this is nice. Alright, so they just sent me down a single rider line. She said just wait right here. That was a good run, and I don't know if my eyes just would not adjust to the dark, even though I was wearing sunglasses because it's just so bright and hot out today, but it felt pitch black, like pitch black. Like I didn't see any stars or anything, so it was fun, it was a good one. And next up is the big single pass lightning lane of the day, Tron Light Cycle Run. Hello, Robot Butler. I see a big storm coming. Mild concern, ever so mild. Uh-oh. Here we go. It looks really, really stormy out there. Oh my gosh. Hopefully that's like fine for Tron. It's under a canopy. All right, so there's two different ways to enter the virtual queue or the lightning lane. Hopefully the lightning lane is faster than the virtual queue. That's the usual way. I've got a little bit of time actually before my lightning lane. So we'll just watch the ride, chill out, relax, maybe watch the rain if it decides to start. It's definitely coming.
I've never ridden this while it's raining before, but
Attention
we'll
users,
see.
you are about to be digitized into the world of Tron. For your safety in this world,
Wait, is this
all
right?
users should be in good health. You should be
What? Right? I have no idea. Oh yeah.
Users, prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
Welcome to the grid. Proceed to games. Other items that may fall off and secure them in the storage area between the handlebar. To synchronize with your light cycle, kneel, lean, and pull the handlebars towards you.
Alright, let's find a locker. Okay, so use your magic band, open it up, and then you get your stuff on the other side. Stuff is in a locker, and I got my phone, which is a pouch on the ride that you can put your phone in. This is the most expensive single pass Lightning Lane. It's just such a high demand ride. It's still fairly new. It's kind of low capacity. Obviously, if you can get a virtual queue for it, that is free, but you can only have one virtual queue, so you can either get this or Tiana's in the morning. So if you can get a multi-pass for Tiana's, you get a virtual queue for this. But the multi-passes for Tiana's are booked out in advance, so it's a tough one. Okay, thank you. Next. We're going in the grid. Alright, so I go around the outside. Yeah, okay. Here we go, and I'm gonna put my phone, I'll show you. You gotta do this, the whole thing. And then phone goes in here. So, see you after. Uncomfortable, but the way that you sit on it like a light cycle is what makes this ride so unique and different. It's a very unique ride experience. It's very, very fun and different. I really think it's, highly worth it. I did hear a little girl on the ride behind me say, "That was amazing," and at the end say, "Wait, that was it?" It is kind of short. All right, now it's time to get stuff from locker. Gotta find the 300 section. Rainy, that's okay. It's like a sun shower. Pretty smooth sailing. Another great ride for right now would be the People Mover. There's another key point to this new system that needs to be mentioned, and that is characters. There used to be characters that you could grab a Lightning Lane for with Genie Plus. They've pretty much removed all of that. Characters are no longer Lightning Laneable attractions. They're just standby.
So hopefully that'll make the lines shorter and easier. It just depends on the time of day and which character and all of that. It looks like none of the character lines are too long so far, so we'll keep an eye on that. Also, watching the fireworks. Used to be a lightning lane you could grab, no longer. That is not a thing anymore. You can still do the dessert parties and things like that, but not lightning lane. I came in with an open mind, but also kind of like not sure if I was gonna like this, and there's definitely aspects I don't like, but I have to be honest and say my day went really smoothly and I got to do a lot, and there's still a lot more I could keep doing. Like, and this would work the same in a group. Like if we were here when family comes to visit and stuff, we'll be doing this obviously, and we would just have one designated person handling the lightning lanes. Of course, anyone in the group, as long as you're all linked, could do it and just grab the next one and the next one and the next one, and you have your 3 booked in advance, and then you keep grabbing them throughout the day. You pick one single pass if you want to, the ones that you individually pay for, like Tron. So you do have to make the call, like, do you want to pick a virtual queue for Tron, not pay for it, if you're lucky enough to get a multi-pass for Tiana, or if not, chance the 1:00 p.m. virtual queue drop, which today they went instantly. So it just depends how crowded it is and all of that, but if you play your cards right and you use the system right, you could definitely like make a lot of your day with it. I will say that. I do think you get your money's worth with it. But like I said with Genie Plus, you don't have to do this. You could just wait in standby lines. You can use the map, it shows you wait times, look at what the shortest wait times are, and just kind of like plan your day around that. It's a little bit more effort, it's a lot more waiting, but you can save a lot of money doing it that way. So it will definitely help on less crowded times of year, which are kind of unpredictable these days. Like summer used to be the busy time and it hasn't been that busy, but now it's starting to get more busy. Fall used to be the not busy time. Fall is very, very busy in Orlando now with all of the Halloween events are more popular than ever, which is super cool because I love Halloween and all things Halloween. Like January, February maybe? I don't know. We'll see how this goes. The system could be adjusted over time, but I honestly, today went really smoothly. I have done a lot and it is only 4:20 and I've done all that and I could keep doing more. So like, that's pretty doggone good. What do you think? I think pretty doggone good. Like, I feel like I got my money's worth. Of course, it's very different when it's a group and everyone's paying $20, $30 each, plus maybe another $15 to $20 for the individual single passes and all of that. I've said it before and I'll say it again. My goodness, Florida summer afternoon storms are beautiful, just beautiful. And they come and go. It rained and that's it, it stopped. So I was able to grab Pirates for like a half hour from now, but it's been down like all day on and off, and it's down right now. So that's something that like you could wait for or not depending, but I think the only reason that it was for so much later is because it's been down today, which is like not super normal. Usually it's pretty consistent. Look at how beautiful the hub grass looks after the rain. Oh my goodness, it's dreamy. All right, we talked some about the construction last time I was here, and I'll talk about that in a future video, but today was about rides, 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 using the new system, enjoying a summer day, and all that good stuff, and I think mission accomplished. One more thing though, gotta stop into the Emporium, the main gift shop on Main Street, USA, see if there's any new Halloween stuff. This is a long store, and all of these are different facades, but they're all the Emporium. So you can go in any of these, and like it's all connected. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the pumpkin spice shirt, you all love it as much as I do. I bought it. Another new one, Boo Trick or Treat. This is in the youth section. Oh my gosh, so cute. New Halloween. Awesome. Yeah, they have the My Boo. These have been out for a while. Super cute. They have the Donald, the spooky Donald that I saw at Disney Springs, the candy corn color witch hat Walt Disney World one, and the Ghouls Night Out. And there's a bunch of other cute new ones. We are all connected, let the magic begin, super pretty. That's all I see new Halloween-wise here at the Emporium, but I've seen different stuff at Hollywood Studios and Disney Springs and Animal Kingdom and the other parks, and I'm showing all of the Halloween stuff as it comes out in my vlogs, and I'll keep doing that. I love to see the new stuff they come out with every year. I love the Halloween collections. They're just the cutest. Disney Halloween is the cutest Halloween. See, I love both. I love spooky, scary, and cutie, spooky. You know what I mean. Anyway, it's always fun in the Emporium, but let's get out of here. It's still beautiful daytime.
Now I showed you in a recent video that Peter Pan's flight is down for a temporary refurbishment, so that's why it wasn't even part of the equation today, but it will be part of the equation once it reopens. Let's catch that monorail, catch that monorail.
Today here at the Magic Kingdom, however your journeys took you today.
Oh my gosh, I made it back to the car and I am just soggy. I'm just soggy from like the rain, the splashing, the humidity, sweating. Honestly, it is that hot out right now. It's about like 101 according to my car, probably like 95 out. It's oof. But if you've been following along this summer, that is par for the course, as they say. It's just been a boiling hot summer. That's just the way it is. I did grow up in Florida, so like I am used to it, but do you ever really get used to it? Sort of ish. Anyway, I came out today to enjoy this dog days of summer, that's right, I said it, day, and also try out the new Lightning Lane multi-pass system. And I would say, I mean, it worked well for what it is. And again, the prices fluctuate, so I can't tell you how much it's going to be when you come. It could be $20 to $30 per day, it could be more, it could be $35 per day, and each park is different. So like Epcot will probably be less expensive than Magic Kingdom. You can use it for park hopping, so you could pay for Epcot, the lower price, book 3 Lightning Lanes there, and then as soon as you use your first one, grab one for Magic Kingdom. But you aren't getting the benefit of the 3 days in advance at that point. You're just doing day of. So there is strategy involved, and I could see multiple different strategies that would work depending on what type of park goer you are. But if you're an early type, you want to grab your first Lightning Lane multi-pass for as early as possible so that you can start grabbing another one. You have your 2 other that you picked in advance, and then you can start grabbing more and more and more. The tiers disappear once you use your first one, and you can start grabbing more. So if you get your like tier 1 or whatever tier first in the morning, you grab one, you grab another in the app, you grab another in the app, and you could just keep building up throughout the day. It's not the same as Genie Plus where you could stack them later in the afternoon. You could start in the morning and grab one every 2 hours. It is not the same. This is a whole new ball game, but in a way it's a bit simpler. And the tier system, even though I could see negatives with it, I could see how it could help in the sense that like people can't grab all 3 tier 1 type of rides. You know what I'm saying? Like e-ticket attractions, as we call them, the most popular rides, because everybody would just grab all 3 of those if it wasn't tiered, obviously. Like most people would grab all 3, like Tiana's, Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, Jungle Cruise, the mountains, the big rides. Everybody would grab all of those and they would be gone. So it does kind of help space them out a little bit and make it a little more fair for grabbing them. You can still do it day of, but I don't know what's going to be left for you. Not all of us like planning 3 days in advance. Like it does take spontaneity away, but I would be willing to try to do like a day of and try and see what I could grab if I felt like it, like if I was in the mood. And it also works differently at each park. So at Animal Kingdom, there are no tiers. But there is a single pass Lightning Lane, and that is Flight of Passage, as you would guess. Each park is going to work differently. I want to try Magic Kingdom first because this is the quintessential Walt Disney World park. This is the Disneyest of the Disney parks here in Florida, and I don't know, I thought it worked pretty well. I had an awesome day. I did a lot. I got a lot done. I did have to pay for Tron, which I don't love. It's like $20 today. It's gonna be different prices, different days. Whereas Seven Dwarfs Mine Train single pass was only like $12 or $15, but it was gone. It's been gone for days. I tried 3 days ago and it was gone. So like, yeah, it's cheaper, but you can't get it. So what does it matter? Especially because you can only get 1 virtual queue at a time. I kind of wish virtual queues would go away. But after my experiences with them each time, even with a virtual queue, the line for Tiana's and Tron is like an hour. And it's still like 20 minutes even with a Lightning Lane. So it's like almost an hour with virtual queue. So how long would it be if they took it away and opened it up to standby? Would it be 2 hours? Is that, would you rather, I kind of would rather it be allowed though, rather than allow a 2-hour wait than say you can't ride this at all. There's no option, there's no chance unless you get a virtual queue. Let me know your thoughts on how you think my day went and how you think the new system played out. I really wanted to wait to try it until it was deep enough into the system that like people had been booking 3 days in advance and 5 days in advance. It's been a week now. So we've got hotel guests who have now been booking in advance. We've got the 3-day ticket holders and pass holders booking 3 days in advance. So it's more like a real test of the system. Not a test, but like a real trying the system out.
under circumstances that it will be like, and I think it still went pretty smoothly. So that's good. That's a really good thing. Like, I think you can make it work. You can make it work, and you can still put in like your sit down dining and your relaxed time and meeting characters and stuff. And the windows for the lightning lanes are an hour, so you don't have to go right at the beginning of the window like I was. You could give a little extra time to get a snack, get an ice cream cone, meet a character, and then go at the end of the hour. But the benefit of going at the beginning is you could tap in and get your next one. So it's all how you want to play it, folks. But I did have an awesome day. I had a lot of fun and I loved it. This was like such a fun summer day for me, super chill. It did kind of feel like one thing after another, and I like a little more space in my day, but you know, you're coming here, you want to ride the rides. So yeah, I can't wait to hear what you all think of how my day went, you think of how it all works and all of that. Obviously, I'll keep coming out, I'll keep using it more and more and keep you updated on all the parks here in Florida and on travels and all the good stuff. So thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm sending all a ton of love. I'll see you for the next video, and until then,